So what do you do today? Do you work with particular people that want to be candidates for, in various levels of government and run their campaigns, or like, what do you guys do?
We do less campaign work now. That's a young man's game because,
Oh, really?
frankly, it's a pain in the neck. But we work mostly with, like I said, with media companies, and primarily over the last 10 to 20 years, really, is been focusing on helping organizations and media companies reach audiences, particularly in a very hostile environment where we basically created what now is termed the parallel economy because they were,
You know what I realized? Like if you're selling, I don't know, whatever widget, everything has become so polarized. I wonder if you'd have to have like two completely different campaigns to sell a widget, one to the left, one to the right, and still, talk about the benefits of the product and all that. But you have to say or not say certain things because politically then people, even if they want the widget, they'll be like, yeah, that's a left wing type thing or a right wing type thing. Or like what has it done to the selling of product?
It's done a lot. And, quite frankly, I did see it coming in 2004 when we were doing advertising for a candidate. We put up an ad and Google, it was a perfectly fine campaign ad. I mean, it wasn't anything, crazy or anything like that. And they said, we can't place this ad. It was a couple of days before election day. And we said, why not? And of course, it's some violation of some terms of service. So we said, okay, let me just try something. So I put the same ad up in the same demographic area for the Democrat in the race, and the ad was accepted. So then I took the ad down and I put it back up, the same exact wording, just different candidate, put it back up, and it was denied. So it was obvious that Google had a bias and they were trying to play games right before election day in 2004. And so we put out a release about it, that there was apparent bias in the Google ad algorithm or the people behind the Google ad system. And so that was our first step. But then over the years, we started seeing more and more issues where, an email would get straight into the inbox from a Democrat, the same time, whatever, for the Republican would wind up in the spam box or just not delivered at all. And so we were seeing this, kind of pattern repeat, this kind of censorship complex. And at the time, it was so covert that people thought I was wearing a tinfoil hat. And it wasn't really until 2011 when we were the first people to call out, 2012 actually, first people to call out Facebook. You remember the Benghazi attack in Libya? So the Benghazi attack happens. We're working with a group of special operation veterans. The special operation veterans were picked off already about Joe Biden kind of blabbing the name of SEAL Team 6 and then SEAL Team the Extortion 17 helicopter incident happens. So they were already kind of annoyed at the Obama administration. And then this happens. And so I put up a meme on a Saturday and it said, when Obama called the SEALs, they got bin Laden. When the SEALs called Obama, they got denied. And it was a controversial meme right after Benghazi, but it went incredibly viral. I mean, incredibly viral. And it got 25,000 shares in an hour. I mean, unheard of virality. And so I came back like an hour later and the meme was pulled down. So I put it back up and I said, what, we didn't violate the terms of service. Why are they pulling this? And it went crazy viral again.
The early days, by the way, like early, as this shit really ramped up from what I saw, when COVID started. So you guys were in it like almost 10 years earlier. Crazy. Or what?
Fighting the battles. Yeah. And it's been going on for a lot longer than people think. And so I'm
going to share one quick tidbit. Some of the people I've interviewed over 4,000 people, and some of them are, considered sensitive. I saw like we would upload to 20 different channels, and YouTube, we interviewed this one lady and they took the video down instantly. So they had her name because her name was in the title, and they just had a blacklist. Otherwise, how could they couldn't have possibly reviewed the video in like a microsecond. And we tried it again with another one, and same thing. So they have a list that they had of people that would be like, nope, we're just not putting you on our media blacklist.
100%. I can absolutely corroborate that. That's happened to me when I've done shows for radio programs where they've had the YouTube channel completely pulled off.